For over 2 decades, one compact SUV has dominated the American market, the Honda CRV, not the RAV4, not the Rogue, the CRV. And for 2026, Honda isn't playing defense, they're upgrading the formula. A new TrailSport Hybrid built for real-world adventure, improved tech across every trim, and a smarter AWD system designed for slippery conditions. But here's the reality. We just finished reviewing the 2026 Toyota RAV4 and it came out aggressive. More power, a fully redesigned platform, hybrid-focused engineering. So today, we're putting the CRV under the microscope. Real pricing, real trims, real ownership data, and a direct comparison with its biggest rival. If you're shopping compact SUVs right now, this is the breakdown you need before stepping into a dealership. Let's start with the one thing that matters most, the money. The financials. 7 trims, clear strategy. The 2026 CRV lineup has 7 trims, and without guidance, it can get confusing fast. The gas models start with the LX at just over $42,921. Monthly, you're looking at around $510 to $530 depending on rates. Step up to the EX at roughly $33,000 and you get heated seats, a moonroof, and blind spot monitoring, a noticeable upgrade for a small price jump. At the top of the gas range sits the EXL, adding leather, a power tailgate, and more comfort features, pushing payments closer to $585 a month. But here's the truth. The hybrid models are where the CRV becomes truly competitive. The Sport Hybrid starts around $49,041, delivering 204 horsepower and significantly better efficiency. And then comes the new TrailSport Hybrid at about $50,441. Standard AWD, all-terrain tires, and a more rugged personality. The Sport L Hybrid adds leather and convenience upgrades, while the fully loaded Sport Touring Hybrid tops out around $54,341 with premium audio, built-in Google features, and standard AWD. Right now, inventory is strong. Dealers have supply, and buyers are seeing discounts of around 3 to 5% below MSRP. That means one thing: you have leverage. Trim breakdown. Finding the right fit. 7 trims sounds overwhelming, but the CRV lineup actually breaks down into 3 clear categories. First, the budget-focused buyer. That's the LX and EX gas trims. Both now come with a 9-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay, and wireless charging, upgrades across the board for 2026. Between the two, the EX is the smarter choice. For a relatively small increase in price, you get heated seats, a moonroof, and added safety tech. It's a well-rounded entry point. Next, the daily driver sweet spot. This is where the hybrid trims shine. Moving to a hybrid bumps fuel economy from around 30 miles per gallon to roughly 40 miles per gallon. Over a year, that translates to hundreds of dollars in savings. The Sport Hybrid is the value pick, while the Sport L Hybrid adds leather and extra comfort. This is the trim range most buyers will land in, and for good reason. Finally, the adventure-focused buyer. The new TrailSport Hybrid is Honda's most interesting addition for 2026. Standard AWD, rugged tires, and styling that actually reflects capability. For drivers dealing with rough weather, gravel roads, or weekend trips off pavement. Well, this is the most versatile CRV yet. And importantly, it's priced competitively. The winter test, built for real conditions. For buyers in colder regions, this next section matters more than anything else: winter performance. Every 2026 CRV offers available AWD. That alone is a major advantage. Honda's real-time AWD system continuously monitors traction and sends power where it's needed instantly. For 2026, it's been improved specifically for low traction situations. The hybrid system adds another layer of confidence. With 204 horsepower and instant torque from electric motors, the CRV delivers smoother, more controlled acceleration on slippery surfaces. That instant response makes a difference. Instead of spinning tires, you get controlled, predictable movement. Now, compared to the RAV4, Toyota still has more power at 236 horsepower. That's a clear advantage. But the CRV counters with refinement. Oh, it's quieter, smoother, more composed in daily driving. And perhaps more importantly, it's a proven platform. This generation has been refined over time, while the RAV4 is stepping into a fresh redesign. If you value consistency and predictability over raw performance, the CRV holds its ground. Ownership. Reality. Strong reputation. One caveat. When it comes to long-term ownership, the CRV builds a strong case. It consistently ranks near the top of its segment for reliability. Annual repair costs are lower than average, and long-term ownership tends to be predictable and manageable. For buyers planning to keep their vehicle for years, that matters. But there is one issue you need to understand. The gas-powered trims use a 1.5-liter turbo engine that has a history of oil dilution in certain conditions, particularly short trips in cold weather. What that means is fuel can mix into the engine oil, reducing its effectiveness over time. Honda has addressed this in newer models, and reports are far less common today, but the underlying design hasn't completely changed. If your daily routine involves short drives and cold starts, it's something to consider. The solution is simple: go hybrid. The hybrid system uses a naturally aspirated engine and avoids this issue entirely. It's not just more efficient, it's a safer long-term choice mechanically. On top of that, Honda backs the hybrid battery with an 8-year, 100,000-mile warranty, adding another layer of confidence. Final comparison: CRV versus RAV4. Yeah, so how does it stack up against the RAV4? Toyota wins in a few key areas: more power, better towing capacity, slightly better fuel efficiency, and a bold, redesigned look. If those are your priorities, the RAV4 is hard to ignore, but the CRV answers back with refinement. A quieter ride, better steering feel, a more polished interior experience, and most importantly, a proven system. While the RAV4 is entering a new generation, the CRV is building on a platform that's already been tested and refined. That matters for buyers who want reliability without surprises. Final verdict. So here's the bottom line. The 2026 Honda CRV doesn't try to be the flashiest or the most powerful SUV in the segment. Instead, it focuses on balance, comfort, efficiency, reliability, everyday usability. For most buyers, the Sport L Hybrid, fun AWD hits the sweet spot, delivering strong fuel economy, solid features, and confidence in all conditions. And if you want something more rugged, the TrailSport Hybrid brings real versatility without pushing the price too far. It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be. Because for most people, it's exactly what they're looking for. If this breakdown helped you, subscribe to Vetting Vehicles. We're covering every major vehicle so you walk into your next purchase fully informed. I'll see you in the next one.